Hey, what's up? My name is Travis, and this channel is called Dev Tips. I teach website design and development, and I recently was sent this. It's a silver play button from YouTube, and this play button, this kind of like it's a plaque you hang on the wall. It's in this case, and it's nice. It's a silver play button. It's given to people who have achieved 100,000 subscribers on their YouTube channel. It also comes with this nice letter from Susan Wojcicki, who is the CEO of YouTube. And I've seen a few of these videos where people talk about the silver play button, but nobody has read the letter. And I'm going to do that for you guys in a few minutes, okay? And then after that, I want to give you a few tips and pointers on how you can achieve this milestone of 100,000 subscribers for your YouTube channel. If you want to make a really great YouTube channel, I'm going to give you some tips, some pointers, some ideas on how you can make that possible. All right, so let's get started. The first thing I want to say is that I acknowledge that the people watching this video may not be the normal watchers of this channel. This is a YouTube channel where I teach people tutorials about how to make websites and to design and to code websites. And if you're here just for information on the play button, that's totally cool. But if you are a normal watcher of this channel, and you're not necessarily interested in making your own channel, but you still may want to stick around because I'll be going into a few of the ideas and thoughts behind the production and the purpose behind this channel, and you might be interested in that. So let's talk about this play button right here. As I said, they send it to you straight to your home or wherever you tell them to send it to you. Maybe about 6 or so weeks after you actually hit the goal. So currently right now I'm at like 130,000, and I've had it for a few weeks also before I make this video. But so it takes a little bit of time. Don't expect to hit that 100,000 mark and then immediately have this play button at your doorstep. It like a little form shows up in the back end, like an alert in your dashboard, and you have to kind of like follow a link and fill out a form to actually get it. And you're like, I'm not sure if that actually sent to the right person or something, but and about a month and a half later, it shows up. So that's quite nice. It also comes with a letter that's a form letter, but it's sent by, I don't want to drop this. Sorry. This letter is sent along with the play button in a box, and it's quite nice. And a lot of people, I've watched a few of these videos where people talk about the silver play button and they never read the letter, and I was always like, what's in the letter? So I think it might be interesting if I read this letter to you, so you can I think it's a nice letter. It made me feel like excited. It's really well written, and it kind of celebrates the achievement. Okay, so I'll just get started. And again, this is from Susan Wojcicki, who's the CEO of YouTube. You've just done something very few YouTube creators accomplish. You had an astonishing 100,000 people subscribe to your channel. We know that numbers on YouTube can get really big, but we hope you don't lose sight of the reality behind that 6-digit milestone. Each and every person who has subscribed to your channel was touched by what you did. They were inspired or challenged or entertained. You made it to this milestone with hard work, perseverance, and chances are with a healthy sense of humor. What you've accomplished can't be taken away from you. And we'd like to recognize you for all your hard work with this silver play button, a small token of our esteem and respect. We know you don't do this for rewards. You do it because you have drive to create and share, and because you found an audience who cares. Believe us when we say that we can't wait to see what you do next. 1 million subscribers seems a long way off right now, but you're closer than you think, and we're rooting for you. Congratulations, sincerely, Susan Wojcicki, CEO of YouTube. It's a really nice letter, isn't it? I like how they underline the fact that this is a great time to celebrate. It's a really big milestone, but at the same time, they acknowledge the real reason that we do this stuff, the reason I create my channel, the reason that so many other people do the hard work of YouTube. It's a really freaking hard work, but the benefits are that you are able to impact the lives and bring them, whatever type of content you do that enriches and fulfills the people who are the the fans, the subscribers, the followers, the audience, the community of the people that surround your content. So in the case of Dev Tips, this channel, I teach people skills that will actually get them work, that will help them to create a living, a sustainable income for themselves. I think that's really important, and it's been a huge part in my life, the fact that I've been able to carve out a place to live. I currently work at Google, and that was nowhere in the cards for me growing up. But through educating myself, and harnessing and utilizing the skills that I try to teach on this YouTube channel, I was able to kind of find a place for myself in the world and create a marketable skill set, right? So that's kind of why I do the YouTube channel. What I want to do right now is give you guys who are watching this video and you're interested in how to grow your audience, how to have a successful YouTube channel, I'm going to give you 5 pointers. So I'm going to list the pointers just right there as I go through these. The first one is that this play button, it will not make you happy. Okay? None of this will make you happy. If you want more likes, if you want more views, if you want more clicks, even if you want more money, none of that junk will make you happy. What will make you happy is building strong and meaningful relationships. So if you just want happiness and you think that YouTube will give that to you, you're wildly mistaken. You'd probably be better off focusing on real relationships. So go call your mom. The second one is that an engaged audience is much better than a large audience. What do I mean by that? Every person who watches these videos on my channel is part of something. They're a part of the channel. The channel is not just me talking to a camera, although that's how it's produced. The channel is everybody who watches it, everybody who engages in the comments, everybody who has a voice and shares their knowledge and experience and enthusiasm for what we do here. So early on in the channel, I recognized that people who are commenting are actual human beings. Okay, with hopes and desires and goals and needs. And I figured if they care enough to leave a comment on content that I produce and are actually leaving positive comments, which is a miracle sometimes on YouTube, then they deserve that same interest and engagement and caring from me. So for the longest time, I think until maybe about a month or two ago, I was proudly able to say that I responded to every single comment on the YouTube channel. Now that's no longer true. Efforts like that don't scale, but I would spend hours just going through comments and answering every one of them, even with just an emoji or a thumbs up, sometimes a long, detailed, thoughtful response, depending on the interaction which was appropriate. But the point I'm trying to make is that the way to have an engaged audience, because I'm saying the point is to have an engaged audience is better than have a large audience. The way to have an engaged audience is to treat them with respect. If you go through the comments on any Dev Tips video, you will be surprised by the overwhelming positivity, helpfulness, and just excitement that this audience, that this community has. And the reason for that is because we're a highly engaged community. And that, to me, is much, much more important than having 100,000 or 200,000 or whatever, although the number does reflect the excitement of the group and how accurate your message is to the general population. But bigger is not always better. Engaged is what you want. Okay, so that's principle 2. Principle 3, quality doesn't really matter. Value is what matters. So asking yourself questions like, what am I giving? What value am I bringing into the lives of the people who spend their time watching these videos? And this kind of gets back to the motivations that we talked about earlier on, right? This play button won't make you happy. If you're making YouTube videos to be popular or to be liked or to even make money, you're going to be disappointed. YouTube has a way of really disappointing people with the outcomes, is because it's hard. It takes a lot of energy, time, and even money. and the payback can be very, very elusive in terms of popularity or money or like financial opportunities. So the only thing that will really make it worth it, especially early on when you have a smaller audience, is being able to positively impact the lives of the people who engage with your content. Now, I have an education channel, and so it's easy to think that like it's, the content is helpful, but you might make skits or make reviews or like teach something else or whatever it is. Bringing people joy, happiness, entertainment is a part of that. That's value, and focusing on that is what really makes a good channel. People can tell a disingenuous person a mile away, and they won't accept it. You're not going to get very far if you're just in it for self-aggrandizement. Number 4 is to keep reinventing yourself. And what I mean by that is that, you're going to be doing this a long time because the YouTube channel requires a lot of commitment. I've been doing this for 3 years now. And reinventing yourself is kind of like the key because, you're a real person. I'm a real person. The people who watch these videos are real people, and their lives evolve every day, and we're met with new challenges and new experiences, and we have to react to them in our own true and honest way. And people evolve, and you have to be true to that evolution and keep trying new things with your channel. Making videos is actually a really creatively satisfying task, and there's lots of different things that you can do. I mean, I teach code, and if you expect that, every video is going to be just like a screen with code on it and a voiceover, you're going to be pleasantly surprised because Dev Tips is a lot more than that. I take my audience on trips when I go abroad or when I go to like different places, meetups. I try to interview and meet new people. When I do code, I have my face there because it's a personally engaging thing. And I try different techniques of coding all the time. And it's just like trying new things, seeing what works, right? Keeping your audience kind of on their toes and experimenting. Keeping yourself creatively engaged too is really important. You don't want to get stuck in a rut creatively, so try new things. Get inspiration from different creators who are outside of your content vertical. So for example, I'm doing education content, but I watch a lot of news content, I watch a lot of comedy content, and I try to assimilate those influences into the way that I teach people how to code and create websites. And the 5th tip I have for you guys who are trying to grow an audience is to just really be patient. Just calm down, like, whoa, it'll happen if you just be yourself and create value and keep true to that message, and it'll happen, and if it doesn't, that's fine too. You'll find something else to get excited about. That's just the way things work. Okay, so just be patient. That's all the tips that I have for you today. I think that's a pretty good way to end the video. Subscribe to my channel. It's really important to me. That's a joke. And keep on hacking. That's something I say at the end of every video, because I want my audience to just keep working at it. As much as I have to have patience with the channel, they have to have patience with their own growth and evolution too, right? Okay, so I'll see you in another video. Bye.